In the heart of a bustling city, nestled between tall skyscrapers and busy streets, there was an old, charming art studio. Its large windows allowed natural light to pour in, casting a warm glow on the wooden floors and the various canvases that adorned the walls. This studio belonged to Ethan, a talented but struggling artist who had been searching for inspiration for months. Ethan had always been passionate about art. From a young age, he found solace and joy in painting, expressing his emotions and thoughts through vibrant colors and intricate brushstrokes. His art was his escape, his way of making sense of the world. However, recently, he had found himself in a creative rut. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't seem to capture the magic he once felt. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Ethan sat in front of a blank canvas, he heard the soft chime of the studio door. He looked up to see a young woman standing hesitantly at the entrance. She was petite, with long, wavy auburn hair and bright blue eyes that seemed to sparkle with curiosity. She wore a simple dress and carried a sketchbook under her arm. "Hello," she said softly, stepping inside. "I hope I'm not intruding. I saw your studio from the street and couldn't resist coming in. It's beautiful." Ethan smiled, feeling a glimmer of hope. "You're not intruding at all. Welcome. I'm Ethan." "Nice to meet you, Ethan." "I'm Lily," she replied, extending her hand. They shook hands, and Ethan noticed the warmth in her touch. "What brings you here, Lily?" "I love art," Lily said, glancing around the studio. "I sketch in my free time, and I find places like this so inspiring. There's something magical about being surrounded by creativity." Ethan's heart skipped a beat. There was something about Lily's presence that felt different, almost enchanting. "Would you like to look around?" he offered. Lily nodded eagerly. "I'd love that." As she explored the studio, Ethan watched her, intrigued by the way she studied each painting with genuine interest. She paused in front of one of his older pieces, a vibrant landscape, and smiled. "This one is amazing," she said, turning to Ethan. "The colors, the emotion, it's like I can feel the scene come to life." Ethan felt a warmth spread through him. "Thank you, Lily. That means a lot." Lily continued to visit the studio regularly. Each time she came, she brought her sketchbook and worked quietly in a corner, occasionally glancing up to observe Ethan as he painted. Her presence seemed to have a calming effect on him, and slowly, he began to feel the creative spark returning. One day, as they sat together during a break, Ethan turned to Lily. "Lily, would you mind posing for a painting? I feel inspired when you're around, and I think capturing your essence on canvas might be exactly what I need." Lily's eyes widened with surprise and excitement. "I'd be honored, Ethan. I'd love to." Over the next few weeks, Lily became Ethan's muse. She posed for him, her expressions and movements inspiring his brushstrokes. As he painted, they talked about their lives, dreams, and passions. Ethan learned that Lily was an aspiring writer who loved creating stories and characters. She found inspiration in the world around her and believed that every person and place had a story to tell. Their bond grew stronger with each session. Ethan felt a sense of connection and understanding with Lily that he had never experienced before. She had a way of seeing the world that brought out the best in him, and he found himself falling for her more each day. One evening, after a particularly productive painting session, Ethan set down his brush and looked at Lily. "Lily, you've brought so much inspiration into my life. I can't thank you enough." Lily smiled, her eyes shining with warmth. "You've done the same for me, Ethan. Watching you paint, seeing your passion, it's inspired me to write more than I ever have before." Ethan took a deep breath, his heart pounding. "Lily, I have to tell you something. I think I'm falling in love with you." Lily's breath caught, and she looked at him with wide eyes. "Ethan, I feel the same way. I've felt a connection with you from the moment we met." They embraced, their hearts full of love and hope. They knew that their journey together was just beginning, and they were excited to see where it would lead. As the seasons changed, Ethan and Lily's relationship blossomed. They supported each other's dreams, finding joy in their shared passion for creativity. They spent their days painting and writing, exploring the city for new inspirations, and their nights talking about their future. One crisp winter evening, as they sat by the fireplace in the studio, Lily turned to Ethan with a thoughtful expression. "Ethan, there's something I've been working on," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "It's a story, inspired by you and your art. I'd love for you to read it." Ethan's eyes lit up with curiosity. "I'd be honored, Lily. I'd love to read it." Lily handed him her notebook, and as he read the story, he felt a surge of emotion. The characters, the emotions, the vivid descriptions, it was all a reflection of their journey together. He looked up at Lily, his heart swelling with love. "Lily, this is incredible. You have such a gift with words. Thank you for sharing this with me." Lily blushed, her eyes shining with happiness. "Thank you, Ethan. Your paintings have inspired me more than you know." Their love continued to grow, and they decided to combine their talents for a joint exhibition. They worked tirelessly, creating a collection of paintings and stories that captured their shared journey and the beauty of their love. The exhibition was a resounding success, drawing praise from critics and art enthusiasts alike. On the night of the exhibition's opening, as they stood together, surrounded by their work, Ethan took Lily's hand and led her to a quiet corner of the gallery. "Lily, I have something to ask you," he said, his voice steady despite the pounding of his heart. Lily looked at him, her eyes filled with love and curiosity. "What is it, Ethan?" Ethan took a deep breath and reached into his pocket, pulling out a small velvet box. He opened it to reveal a beautiful ring. "Lily, you are my muse, my inspiration, my everything. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy filled Lily's eyes as she looked at the man she loved. "Yes, Ethan. Yes, I will marry you." As Ethan slipped the ring onto her finger, they shared a passionate kiss, knowing that their love had triumphed over all obstacles. They were ready to face the future together, their hearts full of hope and love. Their wedding was a beautiful celebration of their journey, surrounded by friends and family who had supported them along the way. As they exchanged vows, they knew that their love story was a testament to the power of creativity, the magic of finding a muse, and the strength of true love. Years later, as they sat in their studio, now married and expecting their first child, Ethan and Lily often reflected on their journey. They knew that their love story was one of fate and destiny, a tale of two creative souls finding each other and building a life filled with love and inspiration. Their love had blossomed in the heart of the city and had continued to grow, stronger with each passing day. They knew that their story was far from over, and they were excited to see what the future held, hand in hand. And as they watched the sunset from their studio window, their hearts full of love and hope, they knew that they had found something truly special, a love that would last a lifetime.